on, YouTube? Day 5 of the Wicked Family Christmas. What's your favorite charity? Here we go! Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and let you know what my charities are. My first charity I'm going to pick is the Cancer Research Institute. The reason that I'm picking the Cancer Research Institute is because 87 cents of every dollar go to programs to help research cancer and things like that. They have a 4-star rating on the Charity Navigator that lets you know ratings of places and how much money and how your money is getting put to good use. They've already done 420 million in research, and they have potentials to treat all kinds of cancers. Cancer has affected my life highly. My grandfather, he got sick in December of 1997. He got sick. He was diagnosed in February of 1998 with cancer, and he passed away by April of 1998. I was 13 years old, but up until that point, he was my life, really. Anything I wanted to do, he was there for me. I would always call Pappy, come get me, Pappy, come do this, come do that. So that was a big blow to me in 7th grade, you know. It's just something like, I'm used to that guy being there every day, and I'm sure you guys are used to this too, because that's where I was. That's anything. I was Pappy's boy, you know what I mean. So that was a big blow. And then next cancer bout came in August of 2006. I was living with my grandma at the time. I moved in with my grandma after my grandfather died, and you guys have seen Granny in videos and things like that. Big cancer scare, August of 2006. She got really sick. She came home from work one day and she got sick, and she was just laying down, hanging out in the basement and things like that, and she never came to the basement. That was where I was, you know. And she decided to go to the hospital, and at the hospital she was at, they didn't know what was wrong with her. They couldn't figure it out and things like that. So by this time she was decreasing very badly. And at that time my uncle made the call to take her to Pittsburgh so they could decide what happened. And at the time they couldn't figure out what was wrong with her either, because up until this point she was still working. She was at work the day, you know what I mean. And then in October she had her operation for colon cancer. They discovered it took them that long to figure out what was wrong with her, and by that time she was so weak and out of it, comatose and things like that, and like they weren't even going to operate on her. But we showed the doctor pictures of what she is and what she was and how she was, and still working at her age, and they went ahead and operated on her, and we had a successful surgery. She had her colon removed. She has a colostomy bag now that we take care of. I took care of for a long time when I lived there with her. My uncle has to take care of her. She takes care of it herself now. She's taught herself how to take care of it and things like that. But then 18 months later, we got another scare, lung cancer. So, I mean, so I lost my grandfather and my grandmother, which she is now with she's gone through colon cancer, successfully beat it, and now she's going on to the lung cancer. So we got scared again, you know, at her age. Things to be scared of. But if it wasn't for cancer research and things like that, these people would not be able to be able. This is hard. If it wasn't for cancer research, people would not be able to be out here living and being with us here today. And I couldn't imagine, and I know it's gonna happen, but I can't imagine being here without my grandmother. And I'm thankful to the people that donated money to cancer research so they could try and go and get a cure. And I've had 2 cousins that lost their mother to breast cancer. We have a great member of the community right now. She supports a lot of people. She's fighting the cancer battle right now too. So for these reasons is the reasons that I am going to go ahead and pick the Cancer Research Institute as the one I support, because without them, without the money of research and things like that, we wouldn't be able to have the people we love and be able to do the things like this with them nowadays. So my second charity I want to shout out is Katie's Kitties and More. Katie's Kitties and More is a non-profit local charity. They work with cats, animal rescue. Any time of day, Katie is a vet tech. Her dad watches our dogs when we're on vacation. He runs a pet sitting in his house. There's not better people in this world than those two. Katie's Kitties, she goes out there, and all you guys hear about dog rescues all the time. And another reason we're talking about Katie's Kitties is she brought Betty into our world. If it wasn't for her, we wouldn't have Betty. For 2 times we wouldn't have Betty, because she was able to. If you guys don't, sorry, this is hard for me. I get emotional about my dogs. She brought Betty to us. She got Betty as her rescue. Somebody called her and said that Betty's in the trash. Either you get her or she's gone. At that time, Betty wasn't even she shouldn't have been away from her mother. She was still nursing. And Katie bottle fed Betty and things like that. And at the time, Max was getting a little older, not playing. And Max was 7 years old at the age. He was just laying around. And we've been talking about getting a partner. We've been talking to Katie about getting another dog, because she had another dog at the time, Domino, which we fell in love with just by his pictures from her rescue group and things like that. And we fell in love with Domino, and they had a meetup. They had a meetup with Domino and Max, and Domino and Max didn't get along very well. Max gets along with every dog, so if that wasn't going to work for Max to play with Domino, then my glasses are scared about that. So, long and behold, we went on vacation one time, and Max went to the rescue's meet and greet, because this group, they specialize in bigger breeds, bully breeds, breeds that people don't want to deal with, pit bulls, things like that. And Max went to a meetup because Max is a big dude, but he's sweet as can be. The worst he's gonna do is hump you, you know. So they went to a meetup. Max met Betty. I'm gonna put a picture to that in here, so they met for the first time, and Max was not fond of Betty, it seems, in this picture. But anyhow, needless to say, she was too little to be in a kennel at the time. Fast forward a little bit, Katie and her dad were all going on vacation. They have Birdman is our pet sitter, so he keeps Max and Betty. So they asked us if we wanted to keep Betty at the time, and we kept Betty, and Max got along with her, loved her, things like that. Fast forward, so we wound up adopting Betty, and now we have Betty. So about 2 months after we had Betty, she started getting really sick, and she wouldn't eat any food or anything like that. So Katie, being a vet tech, we took her to her, and Katie, worked hard, fearlessly and faithlessly, and just kept working and trying to do research, because they told us that Betty ate poop, and that's why she was sick. She was sick, and then they gave me this. The doctor gave me this shit. I gave Betty this food and this shot, and said she's gonna eat. And I said, well, what if she doesn't eat? And the doctor said she will eat. Well, lo and behold, Betty didn't eat, and she was getting worse and worse and smaller. So Katie kept doing all this research, and we owe Katie a lot for having Betty still, because Katie found out and did the research and found out that Betty has no pancreas. As funny as that sounds, Katie is the reason that we still have Betty. And Max and Betty are my joy, you know. So I just wanted to shout out to Katie's Kitties, and if you guys would like to provide a donation to her, let me know, and I'll give you her PayPal. Right now, she's in the process of setting up her charity thing. So thank you, and thank you to the doctors at All Pets Hospital. So that is my 2 charities of choice today. You guys out there, this was a great video. I got emotional watching some of your videos, like I'm with mine. I'm kind of an emotional guy, if you don't know. But thank you guys for making this video. It was a cool thing, and I hope you guys are getting out there and having fun doing this. And also, 10% of all my sales for the month of December are also going to Katie's Kitties as well. I either will make a cat food purchase, give her the money to use for vet bills to cover, because she spades and neuters all these cats. She has to pay for that. And there's doctor's bills when dogs that come in and things like that. So either 10% of that, or I'll buy her supplies that she needs or something like that. But just wanted to say thank you to Katie, and if you guys want to make a donation, Katie's Kitties. And also, like I said, guys, I'm just rambling a little bit here. Your videos are great. Keep them coming. Share this on your Facebook. Share it with family and friends. Let them see. Let them get to know you too. Maybe they don't know you. Go ahead and get this out there to the world. This is a good thing we're doing here. All right, guys. Peace, love, and poochies. I'll see you guys soon. If you enjoyed what you've seen here today, make sure you like, comment, and follow along for more videos to come.